Okay, Bismillah, Abdul Rahman. I need you to help
Yes,
me with
yes.
the first question.
Okay.
Um, is this the PDF, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's the PDF. Which quotation from a participant would best illustrate the researcher's claim? Textual evidence question. Illustrate the researcher's claim. So we need to get first the researcher's claim, the claim at the very beginning, then we will find the choice that will support it. طبعا the material from the College Board and Khan Academy. They should you should know. Okay. Abrahman, what's the answer?
I made it D.
Okay. And the others? We have B, right? And we have D. Okay. Okay, where is the claim, Abrahman? I need you
Last
to read and tell
sentence.
me the
There
claim.
is the okay.
I believe we can read from the end, right? Since it was a quiz.
Yes.
Okay. So you will start from based on.
Based on the survey responses, the researcher claims that feeling frightened in controlled situations can boost a person's mood and confidence.
Okay. How can you summarize it?
If someone, the researcher says that someone is afraid or scared in a situation, he can be more confident.
Okay. So scared in controlled situations can what?
Boost his mood and confidence.
Yes. So they tied that to boosting or enhancing your mood and confidence. Okay. We need to know the differences. Can you explain the differences between B and D? Then we will figure out the right one and why.
Okay. D says illustrates the claim. Says after I came out of the haunted house, like he was frightened at first. After he came out, he felt very accomplished, less stressed. It boosted his mood.
Okay, so you believe that D matches the claim more than B, right? Sorry, D or B?
D.
D. Okay, if you want to match, okay, here he said, where is scared in controlled situations equals what in choice D?
After I came out of the haunted house.
Haunted house. So it's scary and that's a controlled situation. Okay, the second part of the claim, which is boosting the mood and the confidence equals what in D?
Felt very accomplished.
Very accomplished. Okay, which is like the confidence and also less stressed equals what?
The boost in mood and confidence.
Okay, very good. What's wrong with B? I want you to read it and tell me why doesn't it match the claim in the text.
I think because it does not show the boost in the person's mood.
The shift. The claim is based on the shift. The shift from being scared to being less stressed and confident, relieved. This is not supported in choice B because choice B was describing the sitting. The sitting, yes, was scary, but I know it was just acting, so I felt less scared. So he gained nothing. He just figured out, he just recognized that it was not, it's fake. That's why he became less stressed.
Yes.
But the shift is explained, is elaborated in D. After. Look at the conjunction. So at the very beginning, it seems that he was scared, but when he finished that, he felt confident, which matches the claim. So in the textual evidence questions, we need to understand. So you take a moment, just take a moment to do like mapping, to get the claim. What's the claim? You try to simplify it into fewer words, like what I did here. I read the sentence, I read the claim, so I simplified it in simple words, but you didn't need to write them or type them, of course. Okay, you just try to create an equation like the one I did. Scared boosting equals or leads to boosting the mood and confidence. And then you keep repeating that in your mind, keep repeating it while reading the choices, and you will find out which one matches or the best fit for the claim or the mapping you did after reading the text. Is it clear?
Yes.
Thank you, Abrahman. Haneen?
Yes.
Okay, you will help me with the second question. I need everyone to type the answer. Oh, this is question, what's that? This is question 2. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Okay, يا جماعة, your answers please to the second question. What's your answer? How did you answer it? And the
I
others?
did it.
Again, معلش.
I did it. See.
We have C and we have A. Let's figure out the differences. C and A, that's a quantitative evidence question in which you will be provided with at the very beginning a graph or a table. I need you to read the graph and the table at the very beginning. You try to read just the titles like that, collected at sites in the Egyptian Red Sea during 3 seasons. We have 3 seasons. Number of here, so I came to know that it's about young fish. So young fish and 3 seasons, and here it's supposed that these are the types of or the different types of fish. So we have fish and we have seasons. That's the first step. You're reading the units of the table or the graph. The second step is to read the text. We have C and we have A. Okay. I need you to start from maybe the
I
last
started
sentence.
for some species.
From?
Some
Okay,
species.
at least a sentence before. The collected fish in the
Winter, spring, and autumn of 2010, collecting a total of 269 fish from 21 different species.
different
For some
species.
species,
So we have three seasons, as in the graph, and also we have different species. For some species,
more fish were collected in the winter than the other 2 seasons. For instance,
okay. So in winter, more fish were collected in the winter than the other 2 species, right? So I need to transfer that into an equation. So which is winter can be what? Bigger?
Greater or bigger than the other two seasons.
Yes, both
Of
seasons.
the,
Okay, so I need to
of the
put that
spring and
into
the
consideration and keep repeating it. Let's go to the differences between C. Sorry, we have C and we have C and A. Let's you did it A or C?
I did it C.
Okay, let's check A. I want you to read it. The common silver.
The common silver pyridine was collected more frequently than the other two species in all three seasons.
Okay.
The comparing is about the seasons, isn't about the fish itself. So that's why I didn't check. I didn't choose it.
ما هو أنا بيقول لي in this fish was collected more frequently, right?
Yeah, but
Than the
the
other
question,
species in all the three seasons. What's wrong or what's missing in our equation?
first of all, the comparing in the text is about the seasons, isn't about the fish itself.
Fish or seasons?
It's seasons.
Specifically, which part in which part? The main equation. What was our main equation?
Winter being greater or larger than the
So it's all about winter, right? And that's the main idea. More fish were collected in winter. So I need to favor winter over than the other two seasons. And this is not supported in choice A. But if we go to choice C, that's one you did, right?
Yes.
Okay, match it to the equation. Read it and match it to the equation we created.
More common silver pyridine and milkfish were collected in the winter than either of the two seasons.
أيوة.
Winter than either of the two seasons is the main compare.
Very good. So that's our equation. The equation are created. Were collected in the winter, and here we have more. That's favoring winter. More in winter. So that's the equation I created. So the first step, it's okay, Malak. The first step is to get, because many people pay too much attention to the choices, يا جماعة. I know they need concentration, but in order to be able to eliminate, you need more focus on figuring out the claim or the main idea. How can you do so? By changing it into an equation, into a simple equation. You don't need to read it. You just try to keep it in your mind and repeating it. They collected fish in the three, for some species, more fish collected in winter than the other two seasons. يبقى الوينتر أكبر. winter أحسن من ال other two seasons. يعني لو عندي choice بيفavor winter to one of the seasons, another choice favoring winter over the two other seasons, you will choose winter over the two other seasons because this is the claim, the main claim, which is winter is better, or they collected more fish in winter than the other two seasons. So if you pay much attention to getting the claim, turning it into an equation, a simple equation, it will be very easy for you to eliminate and get the right choice. Thank you, Hanin. Does anyone have a problem with the first two questions? Contextual evidence and quantitative evidence questions? Okay, Mariam, type your answers for question number 3. Mariam, you will help me with this question. And after Mariam, Malak.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, Mariam. Your answer, please. What's your answer to this question?
I'm sorry, I can't remember my answer.
I said, I know, but I said that you need, after submitting the form, you have to view the score, Control P, and save it to your files. This is very important because I need you will need to answer those exams or quizzes before your trial, and you need the
I'm
model
sorry, but
answers to it.
I didn't know.
Okay, starting from
I
today,
didn't know how
please.
to save
Okay,
it. I didn't know how to save it. Okay.
Control P. You just you are you see view the score, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you can do Control P at the same time, and then
Okay.
he will give you options to save as a PDF to the destination you want.
Yeah, thank you, Mr.
You're welcome.
Should I read, right?
I just need the answers of the others. Please type your answers, يا جماعة, and then you will help me with that. Type your answers, please, my friends. Okay. According to the text, we need, that's an inference question. Of course, we need to read the stem of the question at the very beginning, try to analyze it, and we do the same. I'll change it into an equation, a simple equation. So I will read searching for something. I will read searching for what here?
For the one oval. Or
About
the overcome to examine the glyph. The glyphs.
simplify it. I need to what? Huh?
Challenge.
Yes, the researchers have to overcome to examine the what?
Glyphs.
Examining the glyphs. Okay, so I will keep that. Yeah, if I'm answering this question, if Ahmed is answering this question, before reading the text, I need the challenge. وهم بيعملوا examining أنا مش فاهم يعني إيه glyphs, whatever. But there is a challenge, there is a problem. So it seems that there is a problem. They have
text is talking about.
Yes, about examining something, search for the problem. How did they overcome the problem? Okay. Let's start reading. Researchers
rediscovered ancient indigenous glyphs or drawings on the walls of a cave in Alabama. The cave's ceiling was only a few feet high, affording no position from which the glyphs being
Is there a problem
as wide
here?
as
Is there a
the country.
challenge here?
Affording
No position. That's the problem. Look at only a few feet high. That's a problem. Affording no position.
No position.
So that is the problem. I still need to know how did they overcome that problem. Continue reading.
Yes, could be viewed or photographed in their entirety. However, the researchers used a technique called photogrammetry.
Used a technique. Used a technique equals what in the stem? One word. That's the stem. Used a technique.
It's equal to examine.
Bravo. This is very important. Examining. Used, examined. Challenge, problem, affording no position. Only a few high feet. Called
photogrammetry to assemble a numerous photos of the walls into a 3D model.
الباقي مش مهم. So they used something which is a solution to the problem. Okay, right? If I ask you, what challenge did the researchers have to overcome? Was it because it's far? Was it mentioned?
No, it's not mentioned.
Okay. We look at choice C, the caves.
The dimensions prevented the researchers from, yes, it's, I think it's this one.
Okay, the cave's dimensions prevented. That's the problem. Equals what?
Equals challenge.
I know, challenge. What was the real challenge? The dimensions equals what?
The height.
Very good. Only few
Position.
feet high affording no position. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Welcome. It's Malak's turn. Malak?
Yes, Mr.
What was the challenge? Can you repeat the challenge they faced? What was the challenge? What was the problem they faced?
I don't remember.
Sorry?
I don't remember.
Your voice is not clear.
I don't remember.
Where do you concentrate? I don't think that you were concentrating, Malak, right?
Honestly, I wasn't.
But please do not miss any question or any explanation.
Okay.
Please. Okay, I know this is, but you are in grade 11 now. I don't need to remind you that every minute counts. Please, ya jama'a, this is for all of you. It's easy to trick me. I know it's easy. I cannot control it. I cannot help with that. But it's not outsmarting me. I can't consider this outsmarting me. I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, I need you to help me, please, with this question. Type your answers, my friends. Question number 4. That's another inference question, which means that the answer may not or probably will not be stated directly. You need to go beyond the lines, but we will use the same technique, which is turning what we got into a simple equation that we can remember. What's your answer to that? Is it the same? Huh?
I'm not going to see my answer.
You cannot see your answer, right?
Yes, because I sent them to you last session. My answer was D.
Okay. Look, so we have B and we have D. Okay, let's figure out the differences between both of them. Okay, go ahead in a study.
In a study on the effects of stress on the brain, neuroscientists Kumar and Ethan Wilson and others examined the brain of rats rats exposed to stressful situations.
Okay,
the researchers found
so brain versus stress, right?
Yes.
Okay. The researchers found out these are the results found out. So it's going to tell me the results. The first part in a study on the effects of stress on the brain, this is the target of the study, the goal of the study. How did they conduct, or the methodology? They used the brains, or they examined the brains of rats exposed to stressful situations. So this is the goal, using rats, brains of rats. This is the method. And now they found out is going to tell me the results. So you need to organize your thinking, because any study, any experiment, any research is divided into 3 parts. The first part, the main goal of the study, the purpose of the study. Then the methodology, the method, what did they use? How did they conduct the experiment? And the last part, so the goal number 1, 2, the method, 3, the results. which is the researchers found out that, So
The
the
researchers found that stress caused inflammation in the hippocampus part, a part of the brain involved in memory and learning. They also discovered that this inflammation reduced the rat's ability to form new memories. They conducted that stress is likely to.
Okay, look at the difference between B and D. Decrease the inflammation. Does it decrease or increase?
It increases.
It causes, so that's the opposite. So the right answer
is B.
Yes, decrease individuals' ability to form
new memories.
New memories. I can match it to look, involve memory. Thank you. And here reduce the ability to form new memories. That's another inference question. Thank you. Abdul Rahman.
Yes, miss.
You will help me with this question. Answers, please. All of you. Abdurrahman, your answer?
I made it D.
Okay. We have B and we have D. Okay. The findings. The findings suggests that B and D. Okay, read please.
Yeah. One aspect of in-person shopping that online shopping can't replicate is the opportunity to touch a product before buying it. Does this difference matter? In an experiment, researchers
Okay, so what is the target of this experiment?
To find that touching the product before buying it matters or not.
Matters or not. So that's the goal. That's as I have just told you. The very beginning or the first part of any experiment, any study, any research is to mention the aim, the main goal, the main purpose, why they conducted the study. They wanted to know what. Okay, now the methodology. Yeah, this is the goal. Now, how they conducted the experiment. This is the what? Hey, Abrahman.
Methodology.
The methodology, the method, how they conducted. How they conducted they asked?
Researchers asked one group of participants to touch a mug and a toy, while other group was prohibited from touching the two items.
To know if touching matters or not. The product.
Okay, the participants were then asked how much money they would pay for the items. People who got to touch the items.
Starting from people who got to touch the items. This is the beginning of what? It's the end of the methodology and the beginning of what? The findings, results, conclusions, goal, method, results. People who got to touch the items. Continue. We're waiting to. يا عبد الرحمن رحت فين؟ Do you hear me? Okay, do you hear me now? Yeah, boy. الو جماعة سامعيني كويس؟
Yes, miss.
The screen is not shared, right? Or it's shared?
It's not shared.
Okay. Let's go back. Surah Rahman. Okay. The results, can you explain the results, please?
Okay, people who got to touch the items valued the items more than people who didn't.
Value and pay more.
More.
So this is our equation. Touch equals paying too much. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Go to B.
Okay, online retailers may be able to raise the prices. It's not mentioned. It is
There's
not
no clue that
mentioned
they are
anything about
able
that.
to raise the prices.
Yes.
They charge for products that are only available online. Who is willing to pay more?
People who are not online.
Not online, yes, the physical, because we pay more if we touch those products. Okay, so it's clueless, and generally it's opposite to the main claim or the main equation we got after reading the text. D. In-person shopping.
In-person shopping may make products seem more valuable than they seem if viewed online.
In-person shopping means what?
The physical touch.
Touch. It doesn't have to be touch in the text and touch in the choices. It can be touch in the text and in the choices physical. It can be physical in the text and in the choices in person. It doesn't have to be the same or the exact word. So we have to pay attention to this. Matching. In person means touching. And it seems that the in person or when we touch products, those products seem to be more valuable. And we pay for it more than if we view them online. Thank you, Abrahman. Haneen?
Yes.
What was the claim of the last text?
That the people, if they touch it, think they need to pay more money, while the others,
Okay.
and it's gonna be more valuable too.
Than the online.
Yes.
Okay. You will help me with this vocab in context question. Type your answers, please, my friends. Avoided, featured, appreciated, disregarded. Your answers?
I did it be featured.
B, featured.
Yes.
And the others? Abrahman. Okay, I want you to read and tell me why you chose featured. Where is the clue?
US traffic signals did not always contain the familiar three lights, red, yellow, and green. Traffic's only featured means like it only contained red and green lights, so it cannot be avoided or cannot be the other words.
Okay, it's not avoided, of course, or appreciated or regarded because it featured or it showed or displayed red and green, right? Traffic lights only featured displayed two red and green lights until the three-light traffic signal was developed 1923. Thank you, Haneen. Malak, is it okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Mariam. Thank you, Hanin.
Yes, Mr.
Mariam, يلا يا جماعة, your answers to the next. That's another, yes, another vocab in context question. Mariam, you don't remember your answer, right?
I think I did it A.
Okay, protect. Let's try to figure out the clue. Read.
The
Appalachian Trail. The trail is a hiking
path in the eastern United States. Much of 2,000 miles trail passes through wild mess areas in order to those areas. The United States Congress passed the National Trail System Act in 1968, ensuring
Act
the
means
trail would not.
it's like a law.
Okay.
Ensuring that the trail will not be sold. So they wanted to do what? To borrow, postpone, decorate the areas, or to protect and preserve the areas?
Not protect.
Very good. So we have act, ensure, will not, would not be sold. Thank you, Mariam. Malak?
Yes.
You will help me. يلا يا جماعة, your answers to question number 8. That's part to whole question or a purpose, the purpose of a sentence according to the whole text or in relation to the whole text. What's your answer? Yeah, Malak?
I don't remember my answer.
Okay. Okay, read with me, please. هو he said before the discovery. Okay, start from the very beginning. It's okay.
Researchers have found a nearly 164,000-year-old molar from member of the archaic human species known as Isopanes in a cave in Lower, suggesting that Isopanes lived in a wider range of environments than indicated by earlier evidence.
Okay, they lived in a wider range of environments than indicated by earlier evidence. Wider. Pay attention to the adjectives. Wider. Range. Wider. Range. This is very important. I told you, pay too much attention to the adjectives and the adverbs. Then, read the sentence itself بقى, before the discovery.
Before the discovery, Dinobanes were thought to have lived only at high altitudes in relatively cold climates in what are now Russia and China.
So they were thought that they were only in Russia and China. So that's a place, right? Places.
Yes.
And the place equals what? There is a word in one of the choices, means place, time, sitting, all of them equals what?
Environment.
Sorry?
Environment.
Context. That's a context. If you are talking about something, and then you give the time, the place, the people, during that incident or during that situation, that's contextualizing. We call it what?
Context.
Context. You give it a context. You contextualize it. Place, time, sitting, people. This is a context. So it provides what?
I see, provides context.
Yes. that clarifies the significance of the information that follows in the rest of the sentence, because it was thought to be only in Russia and China, but it turned out to be, or to have been, in a wider range. اهو لأن the discovery of the tooth in Laos, that they may have lived at low altitudes, يعني not only high altitudes like what they thought of at the very beginning, like in Russia and China. لا, it can also be in low altitudes, in relatively warm climates in Southeast Asia as well. That equals a wider range. يعني هم كانوا فاكرين ان هي في الاماكن العاليه بس، رشا وتشاينا. لا، ده اتضح ان ليها wider range. اهو ده الوايدر رينج، ممكن تبقى في ايجا as well. طب السنتنس نفسها، since ان هو قال لي sorry it was thought to be in China and Russia, equals what? Which word?
Context.
Okay. Is it clear for all, my friends? Thank you. عبد الرحمن، يلا يا جماعة. Your answers to those questions, please. Type your answers. عبد الرحمن.
Yes.
Your answer?
I made it D.
Okay. Both authors pair texts would agree on which statement? Seems that all of you agreed upon D. Many people have come to admire the story, right?
Yes.
Okay, give me an explanation. Where is the similarity, or how is that evident in both texts? In text one?
Okay. I will say the evidence or read.
لا, evidence.
Okay.
Evidence that it's admired.
Okay. Since then, Ludington has been
Which
widely
one?
celebrated. The
last sentence?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Since then,
Ludington has been widely celebrated, inspiring postage stamps, studies, and even children's TV.
inspiring. So this means it's admired, right? This is in text one. Okay. Text two.
The last sentence, Ludington is
Okay. Revered. What does mean revered?
loved and respected.
Loved and respected. Okay. That's why all of you did it. Many people have to admire the story, right? Look at the second one. But there simply isn't a strong historical record of the ride, but still it is respected by Americans today. Even there is not a strong record of the ride itself, but still it is admired. She is admired. Thank you. Does anyone have a problem with this question? Thank you, Abrahman. Aneen?
Yes.
Okay, يلا يا جماعة. Aneen, you will help me. Go to the writing section. Transition. We'll start with the transition question. Oh. Your answers يا جماعة.
I did it A.
Okay. Okay, explain, please.
Because at the beginning she said because it was in 1929, then she moved to like an earlier timing, which is 1928. So this is the first clue, and also when in defense looks that this happened before the other, so it's gonna be earlier.
Oh, so
Can I make
29,
it
28, so that sequence, so you choose earlier. طب if it's 1920, sorry. If it's 1928 first and then 1929.
It's either gonna be next or as a result. It's gonna depend on after that.
Okay, depending on the context, it can be next, it can be later, it can be also as a result, depending on the context. Thank you so much. However shows what? Which relationship? However.
Contrast.
As a result.
I don't know, like it shows that
Cause
there was
an effect.
Yes.
It's cause and effect, like consequently, therefore, so.
Okay.
Thank you, Haneen. Mariam?
Yes, Master.
Another transition question? Your answer, please.
I think B.
B. The others? D. Okay. Would you please read?
Should I read? I only read from for example, right?
I don't
start
think
from the
so,
beginning.
because the main idea, look, the number of dark spots that appear on the sun can, that's the main idea.
Very greatly.
Greatly. What does it mean?
Like it changed so much.
There is a difference.
Yes.
Right? Okay. For example, there were about
180 sunspots in November 2001. There were only 2 sunspots in December 2008.
Okay. Is there a gap? Is there a big difference? Yes, that's a big difference. It equals vary.
Oh, so it's in other words or by comparison, right?
In other words,
Because
comparison? No, in other words, it's not a comparison. In other words, that you are trying to emphasize or elaborating the same idea. You need something that shows a comparison.
I mean that in the choices.
ماشي, you will choose what?
يعني أنا شايفة إن الصح يا إما دي يا إما إيه صح؟
لا, هي ما أنا بقول لك in other words you are elaborating, you are simplifying. It doesn't show contrast. In other words, doesn't show contrast. You are trying to say something in a different way, just to stress, to highlight it, to emphasize it, to summarize it. But it's the same idea. It doesn't show a contrast relationship. The only one that shows a comparison is?
By comparison.
Yes. That's a contrast relationship which is explained or underscored by the transition by comparison. Is it clear? Do you understand
Yes.
now the function of in other words and how is it different
Yes.
from by
Thank you, Mister.
comparison? Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Sure يا مريم؟
اه
ولا لا دي مش عجباني، مش حاسسها صح؟
لا، هو انا بس مشكلتي مع الترانزيشنز ان انا يعني مش بقدر احفظهم كلهم، يعني دايما بيقعوا مني.
ما هم لازم اقراهم كتير واحفظهم يعني لازم كل شويه ابص عليهم، بس هم غالبا الحاجات بتوع الكونتراست معروفه. يعني انا يعني هو ايه اللي دايما بيجي؟ الكونتراست، الكاز اند ايفكت، التايم اوردر، دول اكتر ثلاث حاجات بيجي. السيميلاريتي والسيميلاريتي دي سهل ان انا اجيبها.
تمام، شكرا
لازم تحفظيهم
لحضرتك.
تاني، البيج اللي انا بعتها نحفظها تاني عشان اسمعها
تمام.
المره الجايه. ماشي يا مريم، ثانك يو. ملك، rhetorical synthesis. يلا يا جماعه your answers. ملك you will help me.
I choose A.
A B okay. A and B. I need you to read the stem first. In rhetorical synthesis questions, you need to read the stem at the very beginning.
I can't see the question. The student wants to explain the origin of the species' name. Which choice was the effect
Origin of what?
species name?
The name. Origin of the name. Okay.
Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal?
Okay. I need you to don't read. Don't read the text. I want you to differentiate between A and B and what makes A better than B. I believe it's because of only one word. I need you to read both of them and then tell me what is this exact word that matches the stem of this rhetorical synthesis question.
The new species was named Monsaurus to recognize the team to recognize the team that discovered it, a professor and students from Mansoura University. B. Monsaurus, a species that lived approximately 80 million years ago, was discovered in 2013 by Egyptian paleontologist Hisham Salam and a team of university students. A is better because it has a name.
Bravo. That's it. هو في problem في B? There is no problem with B. لكن the stem of the question asked me about the origin of the name. It was named after a T. But that's the origin of the name. مش السبيسيز نفسها اللي هي Mansaurus, a species that lived ماشي discovered by okay, but the name itself, it was named after who? That's why I went for A, not B. A very slight difference, but only if you are able to analyze the stem of the question, you will be able to choose the right one. Thank you, Malak. Is it clear? Does anyone have a problem with understanding that? Hanin got the point?
Yes.
And the information, the piece of information here, maybe it's right, but it doesn't match the stem like A. A is right because of just one word, which is
name.
yes. Okay, thank you so much. Let's move. Abrahman.
Yes.
Verb form. Remains, remain, have remained, are remaining. Your answers, my friends? Yeah, Abrahman.
Choose A.
Okay, where is the simple subject?
The equation.
Okay, the equation. Did you eliminate anything?
No, I just chose remains.
Okay, but we have here comma, interrupter, comma.
Yes.
So you have to eliminate equation singular remains, and the other thing, the other way that remains
Because
singular
it's the
verb.
only singular.
Yes. Remain plural verb, have remained plural verb, are remaining plural verb. So we need to choose the different, but we also need to figure out the simple subject, and we will get the simple subject by getting rid of or trimming all interrupters. لو عندي subject to phrase, eliminate the phrase, you will find ممكن تبقى clause, you have to eliminate it. ممكن تبقى comma interrupter comma زي هنا في السنتنس دي eliminated, then you can match the subject to the verb, singular subject singular verb, plural subject plural verb. Also, if you have three plural, one singular, choose the singular. If you have three singular and one plural, choose the plural, choose the different. ماشي يا عبد الرحمن. Thank you. Hanin. 14, another verb form. Question. يلا يا جماعة, your answers, please. Has enabled, enable, is enabling, enables.
I did it B.
D or B?
B. Enable.
Ah, B. And we have also A, right? Okay. Where's the subject?
Such tools. Tools is the
Tools.
subject.
Yes.
So it is
Tools.
plural.
Enable. This is plural subject, and this is plural
Plural.
verb. Also, has singular.
With
Is.
enabling. Enables is all singular.
Yes. Enable singular, the only different one. Enable the plural, and also the simple subject tools. Thank you. Maryam.
Yes, Mister.
Question 15. يلا يا جماعة, your answers.
It's A.
A doesn't seem like a verb. It's not a verb. And we have C. Okay. Let's read.
In 1990, California native and researcher Ellen Aqua left her position as a chef of the
Left her
intelligence.
position, right?
Yes.
Of كذا 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 كذا. Huh?
Technology branch at NASA Research Center to join.
To join. The meaning is very important. So she left to join.
Join.
Yes. The meaning is very important. It can't be joined. يعني she left joined. I can say she left and joined. يعني I can say لو كان عندي and she left the job. We have two options. And joined or to join. يبقى she left and joined or she left to join. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much. Malak.
Yes.
Is it clear? We have two options.
Yes.
لو عندي two verbs يا جماعة، لو أنا عايز أحط verb تاني يبقى لازم تبقى فيه and to make a compound verb. لكن مفيش and يبقى ما ينفعش أحط verb تاني.
Okay.
يعني I can say she studied hard to join, or she studied hard and ايه بقى يا ملك؟
We studied hard and joined.
and joined, or she studied hard to join. ملك, you will help me with the next question. يلا يا جماعة, your answers. This, I think, now we are dealing with tenses.
I chose C.
Okay. C, produces. What is the tense here? Produces. This is what?
Present.
Present simple for facts and habits. Will produce. This is
Future.
future. Produced.
Past.
Past is producing.
Present perfect.
Present progressive or present continuous, which is something is happening now, and it's hard to use it. So you chose the simple present that produces. Why? Do you have another verb in the present simple?
Create.
Where? No, this is not a verb. To create is not a verb. This is a phrase, infinitive. This is an infinitive.
No, there isn't.
Is native. I'm explaining a fact. The tree is native. Is native. Has. That's a fact. Has. It produces. So the other verbs are in the present simple.
Mr.
Also,
don't we have to read only the sentence that has the blank in it? Do I have to read the whole passage?
yes, sure. Of course.
Okay.
Of course, because if you want to know the tense, we have the first way to determine the tense is to search for another verb. This verb may be in the previous sentence and also the following sentence. You need to check those verbs. Is it clear?
Yes.
Thank you. Abrahman?
Yes.
Pronouns. This is for pronouns and possessive. This is from the paper SAT, but it's the same skill. يلا يا جماعة, your answers. A و C صح ولا؟ عبد الرحمن.
I choose A.
We have A and we have C. Okay. Where is the pronoun? This is the pronoun and we need to know the antecedent, right? Well, we have pronoun and antecedent. Where is the antecedent?
For there,
Yes.
it refers to the apples.
Okay. هو I have MCP. تمام?
Yes.
And we have apples. This is it. It's a chemical, maybe.
Yes.
And here apples, it's plural. They. MCP keeps apples, whatever, and Chris for months. It. It's very important. It refers to what?
The MCP.
أيوة. Limits the scent. The scent of what?
The apple.
The
Yes.
apples. So it's scent or their scent?
There.
يعني you mean A, right?
Yes.
Yes. يبقى the apples scent. What limits the scent? The MCP. So the meaning is very important. يعني ما تستعجلوش. ما انت ممكن تجري وتدور على اي حاجه وتختار. المينينج is very important. عندي تايم والتكست بقى صغيره مش كبيره. ف why not to read؟ read fast but at least reason. لأن the only solution to answer this question is to reason, to know the scent of what limits, and limits what. Thank you. Hanin, did you get that?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone have a problem? Hanin, you will hit me with the next question. Does anyone have a problem يا جماعة؟ Okay. Question 18. Your answers, please.
I did it A.
Okay. It can't be the self. This is non-standard, I believe.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, why themselves? This is the
Because
pronoun.
it's back to the travelers.
Pronoun. Where is the antecedent?
Travelers. Just as the
Travelers.
traveler. Yeah.
Travelers. طب read كده to reason.
Taking road trips today may need to take a break for food at a rest area along the highway. Settlers are the antecedent.
Settlers. Traversing the American West.
By train in the mid-18th, often found themselves in need of refreshment.
So we need to ask who is in need of refreshment. That would be yes, that's the antecedent. Since it's plural, I need to choose a plural pronoun, which is A, right?
Yes.
Themselves. Malak.
Yes.
Their selves non-standard, okay?
Okay.
اوكي. هو مين اللي كان بيجاوب معايا؟ حنين؟
Yes.
ثانك يو حنين. مريم. يلا يا جماعة your answers to question 19. هو الكويز ده بيخلص ليه؟
وتقريبا كان 22 questions تقريبا.
اوكي. Your answers مريم will help.
I think it's B.
We have B and we have C. طيب مريم.
It's a modifier question, right?
حلو قوي. How did you know that it's a modifier?
عشان بيجي بعديها
بتبدأ it starts with a
subordinate clause.
phrase
Yes.
comma وسبيس. يبقى this
بعدين
is
noun.
ادور على الموديفاير prop. بعد كده ask myself what على الفريز او who is giving up, who is on the verge of giving up, or what is مين اللي هي give up.
الverge يعني هو أصلا الجلسة ستوري هو مش
هو ايه اللي هي give up؟
الستوري صح؟
ازاي؟ هو مين اللي بيجيف اب؟ هو ينفع ستوري هتجيف اب؟ ده it
لا.
has to be ايه؟
human being.
بالظبط. So I will cancel B. Does it work?
Oh no, because it's the image.
Image. Story can work.
No.
طب عندي بقى جيزيل او جيزيل's story.
I think it's C.
بالظبط، لان دي still ايه؟
يعني هي human being.
لا انا جيزيل. انما هو ضحك عليا في ايه؟
في الستوري.
يعني هي حاطط apostrophe it's still a story. The story.
أيوة.
The image. And the image don't give up. I need a human being. Clear?
Yes, thank you, Mr.
You're welcome. ملك.
Yes.
Punctuation, boundaries, clauses. ها ايه رأيك؟
I
Question
chose B.
B. وفي دي. الباقي يا جماعة. Okay. Start please. أنا هبدأ من in this case. أنا do I need to read before recently?
No.
No. لازم أبقى smart يا جماعة. ها recently.
Recently, archaeologists have unearthed knives, horseshoes, wool tunics, and thousands of other artifacts from the icy past.
أنت اخترتي
I
B.
chose B. Yes, I chose B because the colon it's used to list things.
Okay. Look. طب ما هو أنت كده هو unearthed دي مش دي adjective؟
No.
Right? Unearthed knives Now you separated the adjective from the noun. Why?
It's a verb. An adjective.
Have is a verb. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. صح. ايه اللي انا بقوله ده؟ Sorry. I'm so sorry. Have unearthed. That's a verb. The colon cannot be after a verb. Okay?
Okay.
يعني أنا هقول إيه؟ Look at the differences. They have unearthed على طول. Knives, blah, and blah. طب لو أنا عايز أستعمل الكولن أستعملها إزاي؟ Do you know?
No.
They have unearthed many things. Colon, knives. Is it clear?
Yes.
هنا هم unearthed, that's a verb, cannot be followed by a colon. هقول الليستة على طول. Knives, blah and blah. هنا بقى they have unearthed many things. ايه هم بقى many things؟ حطيت colon وابدأ الليست. I introduce the list. لكن في الاكزامبل ده I don't have a colon before the list. ليه؟ لأن الليست قبلها verb. Verb list no colon. يبقى verb list the colon is not needed. Verb list the colon is unnecessary. مش unnecessary, it's wrong.
Okay.
Clear? That's a good one. كانت ملك اللي معايا صح؟
Yeah.
Okay. عبد الرحمن.
Yes.
21. يلا يا جماعة your answers. عبد الرحمن.
Yes. I chose A.
Okay. Do you need to read before, however?
No.
Okay. Start.
However, when the arrival of European missionaries brings change to Yomfua, the novel asks a central question: How will the trade be affected?
Okay. Look, the column here introduced the question. يبقى I need a question. So you will eliminate what?
C and D.
C and D, because these are periods. Those are statements. طيب الquestion بقى ليه اخترت ايه؟ Not B.
Because in the question the verb is first.
Yes, how? Well, to make a question. Thank you so much. Abrahman, does anyone have a problem يا جماعة with question 21? Okay. حنين.
Yes,
22. يلا يا جماعة your answers please.
I did it D.
D. Okay. Explain it to me please. Okay. Okay. Where will you start reading from?
He's known.
أيوه بالظبط. ها. He.
He's known for enforcing a moral code called the law of the pretty, comma, then since there's which, so it's gonna be non-essential part. So we need another comma at the next side. So it's gonna be
Yes.
2 commas.
So comma. Interrupter. Comma. Thank you. So the answer is D, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Maryam, 24. يلا يا جماعة your answers to the last question of the quiz. Maryam.
Yes, Mr. C.
Okay. Where will you start reading? From when or from this type?
It's from this type.
It's unnecessary to start from the very beginning. That's writing.
Yes.
Okay. ايه ده؟ C. Okay. Huh. This type
Of random continuous movement, which is known as the Brownian motion. It's movement, comma, which because of we have a comma before continuous.
So the answer is C.
Yes.
الموديل انسر كانت عندكم C صح؟ مريم.
للأسف هي مش ظاهرة لي لأن أنا مكنتش عاملة
ماشي.
سيف.
بس انا عايز اقول لك تعالي
هي
اكتبها هنا
معمولة
كده.
عندنا سي.
ما انا هقول لكم ليه دلوقتي. Do you hear me well?
يس. سي و ايه؟
ماشي. ما هو this type of هو فين السبجكت؟
ال مش
ايه؟
هو يعني أنا
فين السمبل سبجكت؟
هي الموفمنت اللي هي أوراق.
لا.
طيب.
ايوه التايب. This type of movement فين السبجكت؟ سوري فين الفيرب؟ Where is the verb؟ هو بيقول لي this.
is
لا. type of movement which is known as
اللي هي كان بي.
أيوة can be. So the subject, this type, subject, the verb
can be.
can be. يبقى كل ده interrupter. is the verb of which.
not the main verb.
ايوه ده بتاعت which. وهنا عندي كاما يبقى لازم احط هنا ايه؟
comma.
كاما. يبقى هي اصلها this type of movement can be observed. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Welcome. طيب ده the last question صح؟
Oh.
ماشي. طيب انتوا عندكم دلوقتي تو اوبشنز وانتوا اختاروا. يا اما نراجع ده احنا عندنا هوم ورك 4. نراجع هوم ورك 4 ولا ناخد كويز نحله؟
نراجع هوم ورك 4.
اوكي، واضح ان انت مش قادره تاخدي كويز دلوقتي، صح؟
اه.
ماشي، ممكن ناخد الكويز هوم ورك. اوكي، حضروا هوم ورك 4 يا جماعه، اللي هو ده. بس هي المشكله ان احنا لو بدانا هوم ورك 4 مش هنعرف نخلصه مراجعه. طب الباقي رايهم ايه؟ ايه؟ كو- كويز ولا نراجع الهوم ورك؟ اوكي. I will save. لا، هو المفروض سيف ولا سيف از ولا ايه؟ ده كويز 5 صح؟
أيوه.
كويز 5. explanation. quizzes ده quiz 5. طيب I need to send it right now. Just a second, because I don't want to forget sending it to you. The file and the PDF and the explanation. Quizzes. Quizzes. This is 5, my friends. Did you receive it? Check, my friends, please, that it's edited. The second 5 is edited.
Yes, Mr. It's edited.
Okay, let's move to the homework, right? Homework 4. This one? The one that starts with vocab, right? But we need to take a quiz. There is a vocab quiz, right?
Yes، كان عندنا فوكب كويز على آخر صفحة في الفوكب.
Okay, let's go to the revision of the of homework 4. We will start with the vocabulary. عبد الرحمن. Who answered the last question? Who answered the last question?
It was me.
مريم ولا ملك صح؟ ملك.
لا،
مين؟
أنا مريم.
مريم، sorry. طيب okay. ملك. The question on the left, please. Characterization. You answered it what? C, collaboration. What about the others? And I need just a sec. Okay, and the others? Okay, collaboration. I want you to read and give me the clue, please, why you chose this one. Collaboration, not commercialization, interpretation, characterization. Tell me.
The Moon Dawn, a 1930 play written by Zola Neale, Harstone, and Langston Common, is perhaps the best known of the few examples of in literature. I chose collaboration.
Okay. Why? Where's the clue?
Because it starts by it presents the play by saying that the two people made it, produced it.
I didn't hear you well. Where is the clue for collaboration? Collaboration, yes, it's right. Collaboration. Where is the clue?
It presents the play by saying that two people produced it, written by Zora Neale and the other person.
By two people, yeah, written by
Yes.
and. So two people. There is another clue. And it's stated directly.
A few examples.
No. Continue reading, you will find it. Continue reading.
Most writers prefer working alone, and given that working together goes Hearthstone and their relationship, it's not hard to see why.
So
most writers prefer working alone.
But they work together. Thank you so much. Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Okay. Resilient, inadequate, dynamic, satisfactory. Your answer?
I made it B.
What does it mean?
Means insufficient.
Not enough, right?
Yes.
Or in? Okay, and the others, we have B. What does mean resilient?
If it is like an object is resilient, it means it's tough and strong.
Okay, thank you. Okay, read and tell me the clue.
Okay, the process of mechanically recycling plastics is often considered because of the environmental impact and the loss of material quality.
So?
Because of the environmental impact and the loss of material quality.
Okay, in environmental impact, it's neutral. Until now, I don't know if it's positive or negative.
Yeah.
It's explained and clarified after reading and the
loss of material quality.
Yes, the loss of quality. So this is negative. That's why the process is considered inadequate, not enough, which is also a negative adjective. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Let's move to question 3. vocab. حنين. يلا يا جماعة, your answers.
I did it D.
Invalidate.
Yes.
Okay, the others? We have B and we have D. طيب هو ايه ال differences بينهم؟ Invalidate means what?
To make or prove.
To make a?
Or prove. يعني تكون شرط
مش عارف. طب underscore means
يعني underscore withdraw يعني يعتبروا قريبين من بعض إن هما to throw away. لا
لا.
ثانية.
underscore
withdraw
means
to throw away or to يعني to remove.
emphasize,
و underscore لا.
dispute, refuse.
اوكي.
اوكي طيب read كده. interruptions
interruptions in the supply chain for the microchips used in personal electronics have challenged an economist's assertion that the retailers can expect robust growth in sales of those devices in the incoming months. The delay are unlikely to her protection entirely, but with mostly uncertain extend its time frame.
okay so the delays like the interruptions are unlikely to invalidate. What does it mean? يعني explain to me.
هي made sense لما أنا جاوبت دلوقتي it doesn't make any sense بصراحة.
يعني it made sense then.
دلوقتي لا.
But you can't explain it now.
مش عارفة.
طيب okay. Who can explain it to us? No one?
What's
Yeah.
the correct answer?
Sorry?
What's the correct answer?
لا, I want the meaning. I want someone to explain the meaning of the sentence. يا عبد الرحمن.
Of which sentence?
Question 3. المينينج
Yes,
يعني ايه the delays are unlikely to invalidate the projection.
I think it means the delay in the supply chain will not completely nullify the projection, but it will take a longer time.
اوكي تعال كده from the very beginning. هو بيقول لي ايه؟ بيقول لي الانتربشنز اوكي عايز بس نكتبها هنا. interruptions in the supply chain used have a challenge. Just a second. Have a challenge. هو ده something positive ولا negative؟ يعني what's the relationship between interruptions and robust growth. يا عبد الرحمن
Yes.
الانتربشنز what does it have
Negative.
negative. What does it have with the robust growth?
Inverse. It's negative.
عكسه. ما الانتربشنز هتوقف الايه؟ الجروث. بصوا بعد كده بيقول لي the delays وهنا بيقول لي البروجكشن. سوري ايه علاقة الديليز بالبروجكشن؟
It will slow it
equal
down.
leads to each other، صح؟
Yes.
ما هو ده اعتراض وده اعتراض وده نيجاتيف، فدي the delays will not invalidate. يعني ايه will not invalidate؟
It will validate.
بتساوي validate
يعني كأننا بنعمل دبل نيجاتيف.
دبل نيجاتيف بالظبط. بيقول لي unlikely to invalidate، يعني بتفاليديت
Yes.
بتفاليديتد بس مش entire but will extend its time ايه؟
Frame.
frame. ما هو اي projection يا اما يبقى valid يا اما يبقى invalid. got it ولا لسه يا جماعه؟
Yes.
يعني الديليز الموجوده دي بت ايه؟ هتفالid، هتخلي البروجيكشن ده are unlikely to invalidate، يعني مش سوري، احنا عندنا كام نيجاتيف دلوقتي يا جماعه؟ دبل نيجاتيف صح؟
Yes.
يعني بوزيتيف، يعني هي هتفاليديت مش هتفاليديت البروجيكشن ده entirely but هتextend، هتطوله extend its time frame. يعني مش هتفضل تفاليديت البروجيكشن ده entirely لكن هتextend التايم فريم بتاعه. got it ولا اقولها تاني؟
Got it.
جماعه حد عنده بروبلم هنا؟ الناس كلها؟
No, يا مستر.
Thank you, Mr.
اوكي معلش عايز اقولها تاني برضه. هو بيقول لي interruptions in the supply chain used in personal electronics have challenged an economist's assertion. لان في واحده economist قالت ان احنا المفروض نexpect robust growth في السيلز هتزيد جدا، لكن الانتربشنز دي ضد الجروث. والديليز اللي بتحصل، بس خلي بالكم الديليز اللي هي الانتربشنز دي هتعمل ايه في البروجكشن يا جماعه؟ سوري، بروجكشن مش نيجاتيف. تاني معلش، هو بيقول في assertion تاني يا جماعه انتوا ما فهمتوهاش. بروجكشن ده المشروع ده في interruptions، الانتربشنز دي ضد الاسيرشن. الاسيرشن ان يبقى في جروث في السيلز. الديليز اللي هي الانتربشنز will not، هو بيقول لي ايه؟ will unlikely to invalidate، يعني not invalidate، يعني هي هتفاليديت المشروع entirely كاملة، لكن مش هتلغيه يعني، لكن هتextend its time frame. يعني هيبقى فيه robust growth، لكن الروبست growth ده مش هيبقى immediately، لا ده هيبقى مش في الفيو months، لا هيبقى على فترة زمنية أطول. اتفهمت ولا؟
يس مصر.
اقولها تاني يا جماعه.
اتفهمت يا مستر.
طيب let's move the question كام. عايزين 4 صح؟ اوكي، مين اللي كان بيجاوب معايا يا جماعه؟
أنا يا مستر.
طيب مين اللي عليه الدور؟ restrained invent. طب يا جماعه type your answers please. A و B. restrained و invent. يلا. عاوز ملك.
Yes,
restrained or inventive.
I think I chose B.
Where is the clue? هو restrained means limited and confined. Inventive means
Create.
yes.
Then
Where is the clue?
for her 2021 art installation anthem, who this time joined forces with singer and composer Beverly Glenn Copland to produce a piece that critics found truly. They praised his slang for creatively transforming creatively.
One word.
Creatively.
بالظبط. اوكي جماعة، السؤال ده انا حاسس ان انتوا انا ما قلتوش كويس. عبد الرحمن ممكن تقوله لي لو انت فهمته؟
Okay, the delays يعني the delays are unlikely to invalidate يعني it will not entirely invalidate the projection but it will slow it down.
بالظبط، يعني مش هتلغي will not cancel entirely the idea that there will be a robust graph، لكن it will
slow it down.
بس. خلاص تمام، مفهومة كده. طيب احنا عايزين، يعني المشكلة احنا عايزين نكمل ده المرة الجاية صح؟ ماشي.
أيوة.
طيب انا عايز بس اخد اخد سكرين شوت كده للحاجات دي، لان المرة الجاية لازم، ولا عشان ما اسيبوش كذا مرة. ولا لا خلاص مش هبعته لكم دلوقتي ده يا جماعة، انا هسيبه. ده هوم ورك كام؟
ده homework 4.
not complete، عشان افتحه المرة الجاية بنفس الشكل كده. اوكي، حد